2 years ago, you were making $40,000, stressed, behind on bills, barely saving anything. Then you landed the better job, $60,000 a year. You thought everything would change. More money, fewer problems. But right now, your bank account looks almost the same. You're still checking your balance before grocery shopping, still nervous before the rent hits. You make $20,000 more than you used to, and somehow you're still broke. That's not bad luck. That's not a character flaw. Something very specific happened between your old paycheck and this one. And almost nobody talks about it. Here's what happened. When you were making $40,000, you had a $900 apartment. You drove a car that was paid off. You ate at home most nights. Your life wasn't glamorous, but it worked. Then the new job came, and slowly, things shifted. You moved to a nicer place. $1,300 a month now. You upgraded the car. That's $450 a month you didn't have before. You started eating out more. Subscriptions piled up. A new gym, streaming services, a better phone plan. None of these felt like big decisions. Each one was only $50 or $100 more. But together, they ate your entire raise. This is called lifestyle inflation. Every time your income goes up, your spending rises right behind it. Not because you're irresponsible, because the world around you makes spending feel like the natural next step. You earn more, so you deserve more, right? That one sentence is the most expensive belief in America. Lifestyle inflation isn't about willpower, it's about psychology. When you were making $40,000, you looked around and compared yourself to people making the same. Your apartment, your car, your clothes, they matched your circle. But the moment your income jumped to $60,000, something shifted inside your brain. You started noticing what people at your new income level had. The coworker with the nice apartment downtown. The friend who just leased a new car. You didn't even decide to spend more. Your brain just recalibrated what normal looked like. Behavioral economists called this the Diderot effect. It's named after an 18th century philosopher. He received a fancy robe as a gift. Suddenly, everything else in his house looked shabby compared to it. So he replaced his desk, his curtains, his chairs. One upgrade triggered a chain reaction of spending. That's exactly what happens with a raise. You upgrade one thing and everything else feels inadequate. A $200 monthly car payment becomes $450 because the old car doesn't match your new salary. Your $900 apartment becomes $1,300 because you deserve better now. A Bureau of Labor Statistics report shows the average American household earning between $50,000 and $70,000 spends 95% of their income. Move up to $70,000 to $100,000, and they still spend 95%. The percentage barely changes. The spending just scales. You're running on a treadmill that speeds up every time you do. And the finish line never gets closer. Let's do the actual math, because this is where it gets painful. You got a $20,000 raise from $40,000 to $60,000. But first, taxes. That $20,000 doesn't hit your pocket as $20,000. After federal and state taxes, you're keeping roughly $14,400. That's about $1,200 extra per month. Sounds like a lot. Now let's count what happened to it. Your rent went from $900 to $1,300. That's $400 gone. You got the new car payment, $450 a month where it used to be $0. That's $450 gone. You upgraded your phone plan and added a few subscriptions. That's $75 gone. You're eating out 3 or 4 times a week now instead of once. Add another $200. And let's be honest, you're spending more on clothes, on random deliveries, on things you used to skip. Call it another $150 a month. Let's add it up. $400 plus $450 plus $75 plus $200 plus $150. That's $1,275 per month in new spending. You only gain $1,200 extra after taxes. You're actually $75 in the hole every single month. You got a $20,000 raise and ended up worse than before. That's not an exaggeration. A Federal Reserve study found that 37% of Americans earning over $100,000 per year still can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing. These are six-figure earners, people who should be wealthy, people who feel wealthy, but their spending outpaced their income so consistently that they have less financial safety than someone making $35,000 who kept their lifestyle locked in. The money was never the problem. The gap between what you earn and what you spend, that's the only number that matters. And for most people, that gap is shrinking every single year. Now ask yourself, why does it feel so natural to spend more when you earn more? Because entire industries are built around making sure you do. Start with lenders. The moment your income rises, your credit limit goes up. Not because they think you're more responsible, because they know you'll carry a higher balance. More balance means more interest. According to LendingTree, the average credit card holder got 3 unsolicited credit limit increases in a single year. They didn't ask for it. The bank just opened the door wider. Car dealerships work the same way. They don't ask what you can afford. They ask what monthly payment you're comfortable with. That shifts your focus from the total cost, $35,000, to a number that feels small, $450 a month. Over 72 months, you pay over $40,000 for a $35,000 car, but you never felt the real price because they hid it inside a monthly payment. Housing works identically. You get approved for a $350,000 mortgage. That doesn't mean you can afford a $350,000 house. It means the bank can profit from you borrowing that much. Your real estate agent, your lender, even your friends, they all nudge you toward the top of your budget. Nobody profits when you buy less than you can afford. The entire economy is designed to capture every new dollar you earn before you ever get the chance to save it. That's not a conspiracy. That's just business. And if you don't have a plan for your raise, someone else already does. Now, the biggest objection you'll hear is this: I worked hard for this money. I deserve to enjoy it. And you're right. You do. Nobody is saying live like you're still broke. But here's the shift. Enjoying your money and spending all of your money are not the same thing. You can enjoy your raise and still keep most of it. Here's how. Step 1. Freeze your lifestyle for 90 days after any raise. Don't move. Don't upgrade the car. Don't sign a new lease. Just let the extra money pile up in your account for 3 months. After 90 days, you'll see exactly how much breathing room you actually have. Step 2. Automate the gap. Take at least 50% of your net raise and set up an automatic transfer. If your raise gives you $1,200 extra per month after taxes, $600 goes into savings or investments before you ever see it. The money you don't see is the money you don't spend. That's not discipline. That's design. Step 3. Give yourself a controlled upgrade. Take 20% of the raise, that's $240 a month, and spend it on whatever you want, guilt-free. A nicer dinner, better coffee, new clothes, enjoy it. But the remaining 30%, that's your buffer. That's your emergency cushion. That's what keeps you from being one bad month away from a credit card spiral. So out of $1,200 extra per month, $600 goes to wealth building, $240 goes to enjoying life, $360 goes to your safety net, and you still upgraded your lifestyle. You just did it on purpose instead of by accident. 2 people, same raise, same $60,000 salary, same city, same starting point. Person A does what feels natural, upgrades the apartment, gets the car, adds the subscriptions. Every raise they get over the next 5 years goes straight into a bigger lifestyle. After 5 years, person A is making $75,000, but their expenses are $74,000. They have $2,300 in savings, 1 car repair away from a credit card, 1 layoff away from a crisis. Person B takes a different approach. When they got the $60,000 job, they kept living on $40,000. They automated $600 a month into a high-yield savings account, earning 4.5% interest. After 5 years, person B has over $40,000 saved, not from a side hustle, not from an inheritance, just from keeping the gap between income and spending wide open. By year 5, person B gets the same $75,000 salary as person A, but now they have options. They can put a down payment on a house. They can invest. They can quit a toxic job and survive for 8 months while they find something better. Person A and person B made the same money, lived in the same city, had access to the same banks and the same stores. The only difference is that person B had a plan for every raise before the first dollar hit their account. 5 years, same paycheck, completely different lives. This is not your fault. You were never taught this. Every system around you was built to capture your raise before you could use it. But now you see it, and you can't unsee it. You're not someone who just earns more and spends more anymore. You're someone who earns more and keeps more. That's the difference between making money and building wealth. Nobody taught us this about money, so let's keep talking about it. Subscribe.